Here's how Al Wilson handled his recruitment. He told everybody to say he was at the library every night. He never did an interview in recruitment. Never. Nobody had a clue where he was going. Had probably the greatest single game, games that we've seen in a long time in Tennessee, if not ever, the 1998 Florida game. Please welcome great friend, great leader, and great ambassador to Tennessee, Al Wilson. And then this guy hails from actual North Carolina. He was coming out of high school. He was built about like me, I think. He weighed about 198 pounds or something like that. Ended up finishing his career the second all-time leader in sacks at the University of Tennessee. I still think he has one of the greatest intimidating poses on the football field. He's the only player I've ever seen who, prior to a snap by the offensive did well out, still with his legs crossed. He looked bored. Everybody else was puffing and puffing, and Leonard's like, when do you come? That offensive tackle said, I gotta go after number one. Please welcome to the stage, Leonard Little. And then the leader of all of this is a true Tennessean in all shapes and forms. With Coach Fulmer and the staff and his players, a 45-5 run from 1995 through 1998. Proud member of the College Football Hall of Fame, friend of mine, and a terrific person, great football coach and legend, Phillip Fulmer.
I don't know if it was a punt return where the defense stayed on the field or it was an interception. But all I know is this: Leonard did like a circle and hit the fullback from Oklahoma State, and he broke his jaw. And I don't know if you know how hard you have to be hit with a helmet on to break your jaw. But that just goes to show you the velocity and force that this man was playing with. And to play with that kind of force, and to be fast, to run a 4.40, to be 230 pounds, to be 6'3", and to be nasty, that's the difference. There's some guys that can play. There's some guys that look like Tarzan, play like Jane,
I walked out to practice with a stick in my hand. And I asked some of the kids, and I don't know who Al was probably one of them. I said, what do you think of my stick here, my walking stick? And they said, Coach, you look like Moses. Moses, old gray-headed, bent-over guy, that's how I pictured it. So I gave it to the managers, and I said, you just take the stick back in. But that night after dinner, it hit Moses. Moses led people to the promised land. I can do something. It's amazing, And so the next day, the team room was all in rows. So I had them put it in circles, a big circle. And as the guys came in, I said, I want the seniors up front, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. And they're all in the room, and they're all, of course, like they had this in school, they all have their favorite seats, and they come in, they can't find their seat, So we got them all confused anyway, so I walk in with a stick. So you guys were having some fun with me yesterday, talking about this, calling me Moses. And I said, well, Moses led the people to the promised land, and I'm telling you right now that we're going to lead you guys to the national championship. And this stick is going to be at the center of our energy. I can feel the chills right now. This is going to be the center of our energy, and we're going to call it the synergy stick.
David Leverton, Vincent Scott, and I used to gather on the bench, and we used to pray together. We did a lot of prayer that season, but we used to pray together after we were done with warm-ups. And I remember that night, for some reason, when I was praying, I started getting, and I get chills thinking about this now, I started getting so emotional, I started crying while I was praying. And I remember gripping David and Vincent's hand just so tightly, and there was tears just literally coming down my face. And it's the one game that I can remember in my career that, again, I've never felt like my kicking was so pure and so easy. And every time we went out to kick a field goal, I knew Javon Curse was on the other side, and he was the block guy, he was the jump guy. And I could almost feel my follower kicking the ball over his head every time I went out that night. And it was just amazing. It was one of those nights that was just so special, and I will never forget it, because I never had another experience like that ever again.
Well, let me say this, then. Let me get it right. Then. I mean, you know, we were roommates, and you know, you learn a lot about a guy who lived. So, you know, we were brothers, and when you live with somebody, you know, you expect a lot from them. And you know, with us being two of the best defenders on defense, you know, we expected each other to play well all the time. We expected to feed off each other, like you said. And there would be times that we would be in the huddle and we would be fighting.
On that, in the huddle.
We would be fighting. Like, seriously, Coach, I don't know if Coach
probably.
but we would be going at it like you do with your brother. As soon as that ball snapped, it's back to business. But as soon as that play is
Back
over,
at it again.
you know, hey, you know, but that's what it was. But that's what we had on our teams. And I think that's what Tennessee's missing right now. That's what they have to get back, because once they get that back, and when you can get mad at your brother, fight your brother, cuss and yell at your brother, and 2 plays later you'll be hugging and congratulating him on making a great play, then you know you're on the right path.
How about a round of applause for this guy?